What is up, everyone? Dimebot here. Welcome back to Flight Sim and Favorite Places to Fly 2025. Today we are way down south. It is cold outside, so I figured we'd go someplace even colder to make ourselves feel a little better. We're going to be taking off from Williams Field at McMurdo Station in Antarctica. So this is an American research station on the southern tip of Ross Island. There's a good bit more to get into here, but we will talk about that while we are getting airborne. So let's go ahead and fly. And off we go. Now you'll notice that this is a rather large aircraft we're using here. We're using the Airbus 400M. Normally this would be an American plane, but the C-130 is currently got some issues still. I re-enabled it and it was not what you would call a pleasant experience, so we're going with the closest analog that I can come up with. And this is going to be a rather nasty takeoff. There we are. There we are. Now, as I said, McMurdo Station is a year-round American science base. This is kind of the gateway to the rest of the research stations in Antarctica. You can see it down there below us. About 1,500 residents is the max, although it gets down to as few as 100 people during the Arctic night. One of three American science facilities that's open year-round. Now, it's named McMurdo Point for Lieutenant Archibald McMurdo of the HMS Terror. The Terror, along with the Erebus, first charted this area. If you ever heard of Robert Falcon Scott, he established a base camp near here, and the hut's actually still there. So what you're seeing rock-wise is volcanic rock. As I said, there's not a whole lot else out here. You can see a ship docked right there. Now, the volcanic rock of this site, it's the southernmost bare ground accessible by ship in the world, which is why you do have the ship docked here, even though currently that's not quite how that should look. It would be completely encased in ice. You will notice that the in-flight map up in the top left absolutely hates this as well. But there you can see the research camp. It is pretty utilitarian. It's meant for keeping its researchers alive. There is the ship down there. Now, interesting to note that there are multiple international research stations on the continent. None of them are on sovereign territory. The Antarctic Treaty System, you cannot legally claim territory down here. They are simply just research bases. And if you wanted to fly over the whole continent, we would be seeing nothing but this, basically. Let's see what happens if we cycle a time of year a little bit. This is one of the more interesting places to come fly. There you see, here we are in the Arctic night. McMurdo lit up. Let's mess with the time a little bit. There we go. That gives you an idea of just how short daylight can be. Here we are in September. Very nice clouds. So, truly an interesting place to come check out. Just kind of the very edge of the world, as it were. It's, And we appear to have severely broken something. But as you can see, just by me flipping through, there's only a few times a year where it's available for ship access here at the station. So they have to be very careful and very thoughtful about when they bring in their supplies. Let's go ahead and flip us back to live weather. So apparently it's pretty darn cloudy down there right now, which is not conducive to seeing, well, anything. So we gotta turn that back off. Well, there is the station. Quite a tricky landing too, as you saw with the takeoff. These are snow runways, so not the easiest thing to land on by any means. It's a very interesting place to come check out. There are several high mountains here on the Antarctic continent. Plenty of interesting places to explore, and if you're into the history of this continent and the golden age of exploration, there's a lot of history, a lot of very interesting stuff to learn about this area. That will do it for me, however, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hey, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you have a place you'd like me to check out, leave it in the comments below. And if you're here to the end, well, watch time is key on YouTube. So thank you very much. My name is Nibot. I'll see you guys next time.